Game and shit. Whoa! What the heck is that thing?
It's a boulder.
A boulder?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty big, kind of fat, like your mum.
Like, whoa, you know my mum. You were just talking to her. That is, wow.
It's pretty brutal, I'm sorry.
That was extremely savage of you, god damn.
I'm sorry, that was probably a little bit over the top.
I am so offended. You are fired. You are out of here.
Alright, I'll go and I'll take my sweet Ocarina playing with me.
No, well actually, because you are so sweet at playing the Ocarina with your dick, I might keep you around just for that. Recording a couple seconds of that will probably go viral on Snapchat or something, or Twitter or whatever
Snapchat.
it is. Yeah, no, I don't know. Some people apparently are becoming like Snapchat famous, which is something that like I never thought would be a thing.
How do you become Snapchat famous? Oh shit! I totally just broke it.
Oh no! Wait a second. Can I take a look at? Can you look at the sign for a second? I just want to. Okay, maybe not. So like what I'm trying to figure out. Oh my gosh. So have you heard of the mystery of L is real?
No.
Okay, so in Mario 64 there is there is something which I think fans are referring to as the internal star sign, which is in like the back of like Princess Peach's courtyard and the back of the castle where the boos are and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Courtyard. What am I saying? The garden area in the back. And so basically the sign has like very blurred gibberish on it. But, like, what people think it says is L is real and then a bunch of numbers, which they assume to be a date for the release of, like, Paper Mario. So they either believe... Well, the first theory was that Luigi was playable in Super Mario 64, and it had something to do with the sign. And that was, like, a constant rumor going around. But then that turned out to be false. So then the next thing that was theorized was, like, oh, the bunch of numbers is the date for the release of Paper Mario, which, you know, well, like... Well, it was the actual date, but because it was theorized after the fact, it might not have been true. It might have just been, like, fans making up bullshit, right?
Yeah.
The reason I bring that up is because the sign that they're referring to, which started all these rumors, the texture for that sign was reused in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for some of their signs.
Which is a little bit odd.
Yeah. Considering
all the signs are written in an actual language that was made up for The Legend of Zelda.
Well, I think except for, like, one sign, but, like, it's too blurry to, like, actually tell.
Okay.
So.
Because...
Yeah.
All these signs are actually translatable.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Commander Keen language, where, like, you know, they made a unique language where that translates to specific letters in the English language.
In most, actually, Japanese.
So it translates to hiragana.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Because,
cool.
Ocarina of Time and a lot of the older games have a language that translates to Japanese, but a lot of the modern games translate to English.
Oh, okay. Is that kind of like how,
I can actually fluently read the language in, Skyward Sword.
Is that kind of like how, new Pokemon episodes, in order to make dubbing easier, they've, like, basically... I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think for, like, background signs and, like, anything with writing in the new Pokemon anime, they made up, like, a fake language, so that, like, whenever, the show has to be dubbed into other languages, like, they don't have to, you know, change a bunch of shit.
I don't know, maybe.
Because, like, I think that's, like, a common practice in modern anime. If they know it's going to be dubbed into other languages, rather than having to change, like, written stuff, they just make it, like a vague, you know, worldwide language that just applies everywhere.
For Zelda, it's more of, like, an Easter egg.
Oh, yeah, of course. For, like, those hardcore fans that, like, really want to, like, look deep into the lore and stuff like that.
Like me.
That makes sense. Like me. I mean, some Zelda fans can get, like, very, like, hardcore with their, like, fandom. You actually dressed up as the Happy Mask salesman once.
Yeah, that was a pretty sick cosplay. I remember that. I actually got
that was a fun night.
I actually got the 3D model for the Happy Mask salesman.
Yeah.
Carved his head.
Okay, because, like, literally I don't think you understand, audience. Basically, the mask was, like, practically identical to the polygons of the Nintendo 64
Yeah, let's check
model.
up a pic about it. I've got one.
Wait, do it. Oh, okay. Cool. Can you send that to me so that, like, when I'm editing this, I can, like, pop it in there?
Yeah, man.
Alright, sweet as. But yeah, oh gosh, and, so what I was saying, though, is that, like, some Zelda fans can, like, remember a very specific line of dialogue that a single enemy said in, like, the Minish Cap and, like, tie it back to something that, like, happened far earlier in the Zelda timeline or something like that, and be like, and this is before, like, obviously the timeline was actually released, but they'd be like, oh, this connects to this, so therefore, you know, it makes sense for this game to be this, here in the timeline, all that sort of stuff. I don't think anyone would have guessed that it was a split timeline.
Yeah, no one did. That's why there was so much controversy when they finally revealed that.
There was, like, so much... I think there was a lot of pushback as well, like, backlash.
Yeah, a lot of
Zelda fans, like, hated it.
A lot of Zelda fans were like, no, this doesn't make sense, take it back, we want a new timeline.
take it back!
Yeah. And I was just sitting there the entire time going, well, if Nintendo says it's obviously official.
It's called Word of God, when basically the creator of something comes out and says, like, a thing is a particular way.
Yeah.
Like J.K. Rowling, who, like, constantly makes up shit about the Harry Potter universe after the fact.
It's so bullshit. Man, I love J.K., I have a lot of respect for her work, but can you please stop doing that?
It's like, by the way, Luna Lovegood was actually a horse.
What's the newest one? Apparently,
wait,
apparently werewolves is like a thing for HIV.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like an allegory or something? Are you
Yeah.
sure that wasn't like a fake news website?
No, that's
Was that like a literal thing she said?
That's a thing that she said.
Huh.
She said like, and like apparently that big werewolf that wants to infect everyone is like some sort of monster who's a HIV positive person who's trying to infect everyone.
I'm trying to think, because like I did read something about like J.K. Rowling claiming some like weird shit about the Harry Potter series fairly recently, but I later went on to find out that that was like a fake news article.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was that one specifically, so I'm not gonna like say that you're wrong there, but like.
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm right either.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Okay. Oh, thy slumber.
Oh, what?
Your
right, yeah.
Deku-tree.
I slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. I'm very sensitive, if you know what I mean.
Do you want to hear some of my poetry? That's okay. Alright, here, really... chapter 1. Why is this in chapters?
I'd really love to feel you inside me, Link.
Whoa, now hang on a second. This is not what I signed up for.
Verily, thou hast felt it. I would. Or at least you'll soon be feeling it.
You do realize that I'm just a tiny itty-bitty boy, right?
That's what I like about
you,
Link.
No!
Glorp.
No. Glorp. I keep forgetting we call him
The time has
Glorp.
come to test thy courage.
Yeah.
I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom.
Oh, well, what a terrible night to have a curse. It's Castlevania 2
Dost thou have courage to undertake this task?
What happens if you say no?
Nothing. He just kind of goes, oh, I'm disappointed. Do you have courage yet?
Do you have courage yet? How about now?
Then enter brave Link. And
how about now?
Too, Navi, I want to feel you both moving around inside me.
How about now?
Navi the fairy, thou must aid Glorp.
How about now?
And Glorp, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. They will not get annoying at all.
How about now? Oh gosh.
So yeah, literally, he wants to feel you inside him.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty much a given. But I don't think he's referring to it that way. I think he's referring to it in a way that's
oral.
much worse. Oh yeah. I was recently thinking about starting like a monthly vlog series. Cause like I've tried daily vlogging in the past, but I think that daily vlogging only really applies to people. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to apply to people that only have interesting lives, but generally speaking, if you're like me and you just have this repetitious routine of like wake up, do nothing, go to sleep, you're not really the type of YouTuber that should be doing daily vlogging, that sort of thing. So what I was thinking about doing, because I do want to like, I've been inspired to show off parts of my life in a way that like seems fun, is I wanted to do like a monthly vlog, where it wouldn't interrupt the regular flow of content. The thing is, there are like two like major types of like, look at this wall, the vines growing on it, give it a rough surface, maybe you can climb it, glorp.
Man, that's just what he wants, for us to touch his vine.
Well, what does the vine translate to on the Deku Tree's anatomy? Like, is it just like his tonsils, or?
I think it's just vines.
It's just vines?
Like legit? I think
like
it's
veins?
Perhaps.
Maybe. Anyway, I think for the most part, there's two types of like YouTube content. There's like derivative content and original content. And I wanted to do like more original. Like derivative basically just means stuff that's based on other stuff, right? So
Yep.
reviews fall into that. Parodies fall into that. Basically every YouTuber is essentially a derivative content creator, unless like it's something that you make is wholly like your own idea and you're not like using footage from someone else and not
Or IP from
talking about
else.
someone else. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh shit! That's what
Oh
we-
shit. Yeah.
I forgot that he should. I forgot how to raise the shield for a second.
Yeah.
Do you want to voice him?
Did you want to voice him?
Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold forward, you'll roll on the ground. When you land, you won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee you a rock, though, if the cliff is really, really high. I'm told.
Yeah, no, I got the joke. Oh, he just pooped out a heart. He
Man,
just pooped out his heart.
I
He's
scared
gonna
him
need that,
so
isn't he?
much that he pooped his heart out.
Eat your heart out. No, oh, okay, you just pooped it. That, okay, fine.
That works too, I
That
guess.
works too. Oh, what's in the chest this time? I swear you almost gave us a panty shot.
A what?
A panty shot. Because he was like leaning into that chest like a bit too far.
Who's saying that he's wearing panties? I mean, like, at the end of the day,
Well,
he's
I
just a
don't-
forest child. He might not be wearing anything under that.
Oh god, now that's something I don't want to think about.
Well, I made you think about it. Now what?
Does that mean that he wipes with leaves?
Yes.
Oh my goodness
Did you
gracious.
see any toilet paper?
No, of course.
Actually,
well,
did you see any toilets? Because neither did
oh,
I.
no. Oh,
Maybe they just poop outside.
I think
Link,
well,
you monster.
They obviously they don't have like a plumbing system, so I
It's
guess
rubber.
they're just pooping outside. That's just the way with the Kokiris. Does Hyrule Castle have toilets? I mean, I'd
well,
assume
you
they
never
would
really get
because
to
like
see too much inside Hyrule Castle.
no, but like I'm thinking it's probably based on because like Hyrule is based on like
Ow.
medieval like type architecture
Yeah.
and stuff like that, right? So during those times they had like chamber pots and shit. So
Yeah, true, but it's also a fantasy realm with magic and shit, so maybe they just magic away their shit.
they just magic away their shit.
Yeah, they just sit there and go, poopus begone us.
That reminds me of another Blackadder joke, where I can't remember like the exact setup, but Blackadder is showing people around his house, you know, to like buy his house. It's like
There's it.
he like overly explains the way that he poops, and it's just like what about the toiletries in your place? It's like, oh, we have a specialized compartment with a crap. I want to look up the specific quote because I can't remember the exact
Yes?
thing.
Well, climbing. Yay.
Just looking up Blackadder quotes because I fucking love that show. It's like one of the first proper British comedies
Oh,
that I
man.
watched when I was a kid.
There's a giant spider with a skull on it.
Yeah, that's
Whoop.
pretty standard for these types
Ow.
of games.
Actually, I don't need to fight him just yet, do I?
I mean, I guess not.
No, I need to go in here
Don't
first.
you need those to collect like gold Sakuratas or whatever?
Skulltulas.
Skulltulas,
But no,
that's
you
it.
don't need the big ones. The gold ones just kind of are hidden around in places.
Can I tell you, according to this website, Blackadder's like 30 best like quotable lines.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, damn it.
Let's see. Okay, the first one is, you ride a horse rather less well than another horse would. Your brain would make a grain of sand look large and ungainly. And the part of you that can't be mentioned, I am reliably informed by women around the court, wouldn't be worth mentioning even if it could be.
Wow.
Give the likes of Baldric the vote, and we'll be back to cavorting druids, death by stoning, and dung for dinner. And Baldric responds, I'm having dung for dinner tonight.
Fucking Baldric.
I love Baldric.
In my lab, there was a peasant named Baldric. He was funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He was basically Baldric.
Ah, he was Baldric from Blackadder?
Yeah, like, he
Yeah.
had his own spin on it, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I really like it when, like I'm not sure if it's, like, encouraged, or like if it ruins the realism for some people. But I like role plays or like roleplay groups where they allow you to add some like measure of pop culture, like references and stuff like that.
Yeah, so long as it's not over the top, it's pretty we like
This sounds like extremely nerdy, but like, you know, I've confessed worse shit on this show.
Yeah.
I was part of like a Harry Potter roleplay group for a while. Still am actually. And
You nerd.
and like recently they were thinking about having a plot line, or one person was thinking about having a plot line that was inspired off of Infinity War. I'm just like, yes, do that. Do exactly that.
I don't know how you would do it, but that sounds fun.
Oh yeah, well, you know, just a general like apocalyptic level threat. That like, yeah.
You mean not like Voldemort trying to take over the world and kill all the muggles and shit?
Well, I mean, there have been worse. Like, there's been like a lot of different storylines in this roleplay, where the people who have like
comes and tries to kill everyone.
Yeah.
Because raisins.
Because raisins. Big brain am winning again. Now I am leaving Earth for no reason.